Back to my channel. I just received the shaker and oven from InkSonic. So I'm very excited with this package. It is a bit heavy, but I'm very excited. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up. Sorry for the dog in the background. Actually, let me see if I can let him out so he will be quiet. There we go. All right. So the same way the InkSonic printer came in, the shaker oven combo came in, very well packaged. So it is a bit heavy. And I think Trans said it lost one of the sides here, so they did tape it up. Very nice. Let me see if you guys can get a close-up and look how it's packaged inside. So pretty much it brings everything you are going to need. It's a big piece of equipment. Again, very heavy. Same as the printer. It looks like it's just solid metal. Yeah, this piece is very heavy. I'm going to put those there. Of course, our instruction manual. So one thing I just don't see, how are we going to get this out of here? It looks like we can't open up the sides, so our best bet is that we might have to go ahead and open up the sides to try to get it out because they can be very heavy. And might be a little too heavy for me, but I'm not going to be able to handle it quite well. Let me see. Might be able to do it. Let me go ahead and get some scissors. Get rid of the film. What do you think, Esther? You think you can do it? And if you hold it from all the way at the bottom, and then hold it from this side, you're going to do it. Not from the top. Okay, there we go. Thank you. We did it. Joint effort. More equipment. Go ahead and put that here. Put that there. don't know what this is, but we shall see. I'll put it here for now. All right, let me get the scissors. If I'm not mistaken, this should have some wheels on there. Let's see. It is huge. So if I'm not mistaken, this is where you're going to put your adhesive in, and it should then, it will turn and then feed down at the bottom. Another piece here, and this is what we are going to go into the manual and see how we put it together. Okay, so we have the powder shaker machine, the auto film receiver, which I think it's already installed. We have the metal pipes, which are the two big pipes that came in. Then we have the power cable and a paper tube, which I have over there. So it might, that's something that I thought we didn't need, but we might need it. And that's about it. Let's see. Yeah, we are going to need that. All right. So that part, if I'm not mistaken, is on that side. Okay. Okay, that's parts. Yep, that's that side. Where we're going to put those two items in, which will be these two. But it might look like we're missing a piece if it's not in the box. So let's look around. It might be somewhere. It's definitely not in here. And I see what they are. I just don't see where they were at, because I do see that we need these two parts. I wonder. Looks like we are missing a piece. So we are going to have to contact the manufacturer and see if they can send us those parts. Unless it is somewhere in the box and we missed it, but I don't see that. And what we are missing is actually the auto film receiver, which should go on this side. Connected there. We are going to have to reach out to the company and see if they can send us those parts. Other than that, we should be pretty much done. We have everything else based on what I am looking at. We do have everything else we need but the auto film receiver. So as soon as we can get those, because it looks like it's the first part that we're actually going to need, as soon as we can get those, we can go ahead and assemble this. But for now, we're not able to complete the assembly because we just don't have them. So yes, that is all I have. Thank you everyone for joining. See you next time. Hello everyone, welcome back. Well, after talking to customer service, they actually did tell me where the item that I thought was missing was actually located. It was actually located underneath the oven. So believe it or not, so I had to turn it around and then pull it right out, which is weird because when we lifted it, nothing showed, nothing came out. So that was weird. Oh, but here we go. I'll go ahead and show you. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, here we are. And this is what we were looking for, and it was actually underneath it, right above it. It's like an open area. So customer service was able to send me a video to show me where it was located, which is great. Their customer service assistance line is very, very helpful. So now we have everything you need, which is all the parts here, as well as the machine and the 2 missing items that were located right below it. I think we have everything that we need now. A little bit of a setback there, but I'm so glad that we were able to find the part and where they strategically put it in. So let's go ahead. This is very heavy. This is very heavy. Bear with me 1 second. Oh, like I said, it was underneath it. If you turn this around and lift it, you'll be able to see this big item in there. It's like an empty spot right there. But this is very heavy. It's actually the motor part. And I think that's what rolls it in there. So believe it or not, this is interesting. Let's see. Okay. Oh, let's see where that's gonna go. All right, so step 1 is, let me see if I can get some more lighting here. Yep, here we go. That should do the trick. Step 1 is going to be to install the film roll onto the winder. That is step 1. So from what I can tell, it does require all of those parts right here. So they're going to go on this end. If I'm not mistaken, it goes off to this side. Let's see. Should go like, yep. And that's exactly the way it's gonna go. So we are going to quickly unscrew these screws over here. Go. And then we're just gonna tighten it up. And there we go. Now we are going to move this down, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side, which is going to be unscrewing these parts over here. And this is where it might get a bit tricky because we are going to have to get multiple things, which is put these pipes inside. And I can see how they go. Okay, should be fairly easy. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Here we go. And there we are. So those are in there. So from what I see, we are going to definitely need this and this. So this one is actually for this side, and then this one is for this side. And the way that goes is actually going to look somewhat like this. Yep. So we definitely have to put one in all the way. Oh. So we have to unscrew this. Okay, perfect. And so from what I can see, we can actually stick this one in there for right now. So let's go ahead and put the back one in. The front one is the one that's going to be a bit tricky. And again, this is just all solid metal, so it is very, very well built. All right, there we go. So now, this is the part where it gets tricky. This one goes here. And the same thing on the other end. We're gonna loosen this up because we are going to have to put in these parts in first before we start unscrewing, before we start screwing it in. The process will be a lot easier if you have a second set of hands. But I am on my own, so we are going to have to try to finagle this. And there we are. All right. There we are. Here, and there we are. Okay. With that in mind, this piece will be, oh, might have to go ahead and put this on here. There we are. Okay. Perfect. There we are. All right. So now we can go ahead and try to get this onto the hole. I think I got it. In here. Let me hurry up. Put this side in. There we go. And there we are. Then let's go ahead and try to center this before we lock these into place. I think that should be right. Correct. We're gonna tighten this. All right. And this will be connected. Here. There we are. So let's put that there. Hopefully it won't be in the way.
Alex. Michael!
Interesting. Sorry about that. Somehow we just accidentally touched the remote control there. And that should do that part. So this part is done. Now we do have these that are the covers, and it does have a film on there. And one of the things about these film is that I have no nails. So unfortunately, my nails are so brittle. So good luck for me trying to have nails. I can't. Love them, but can't keep them. So it's very difficult to get that removed. So I have to try to pick it from the side. And I think I might be making small progress here. Yep. And here we are. Okay. So this one. I actually have to remove this. Here we are. So that one just sits flat there. And then last but not least is the other one. Again, lays flat on there. I have a feeling this one has two films, one of it on each side. I should know, it's only one film. It's just on the opposite side. And here we are. So that goes there. And then these have magnets on the sides, so these where they belong. And there we are. So that is how all of that goes. And hopefully once I can get both machines together, I can go ahead and show you how it works. Once I set everything up. Unfortunately, this is not where these items are gonna go. We are working on remodeling upstairs for a room, and hopefully once we get those rooms situated, we can go ahead and move our entire area there, and I can do a grand reveal on our wonderful equipment here. But that is all I have for you. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and till next time. Yeah.